Yes, everyone, another video here from me, the Tokyo Real Estate Man. But もう Tokyo Real Estate Man ちょっと矛盾じゃない？これは東京じゃないよ。もしかしたらこれは横浜ですか？ Yes, today that'll be your new word for the day, which is contradiction. Okay, 矛盾. Okay, yes, we're not in Tokyo today. Again, we're in Yokohama, and the Tokyo real estate bull market, it's running crazy, and the deals are here in Yokohama, and that's where we are today. And I'm going to crack this video up because I used to really work near here, and mostly on the weekends, because I used to work in the Japanese wedding business, and I used to work at this one wedding chapel called Geihin-kan, and I usually had they have a few in Yokohama, and they have usually a wedding at 10:30 in the morning, and then I'd have a wedding sometimes at 2 in the afternoon, and then in between I'd just explore Yokohama. And this is Yokohama Stadium, which is a really famous baseball stadium in Japanese baseball, and you can see people already gathering here for the event, and it's at Kannai Station right there. Anyhow, it's once again I'm just amazed. Like, the English world is covering all these places in Tokyo, or even the sort of popular areas in Japan. So it just, and like I say, we the real estate people can then use these resources, and we're going to look at an apartment that's really close to here today. That's a really good price. And this is the actual inside the stadium, and it's a really beautiful stadium here on a beautiful night. And I do have a friend of mine who is a big-time, really big Baystars fan, and he always likes to post a photo on his Instagram here from the stadium. But it's a very beautiful stadium, really in central Yokohama, and a lot of people really enjoy it. And the apartment in particular that we're going to look at today is right here near the station. Okay, anyway, I'll stop the video right there, and we'll get over here to the map. Get cracking on this, Tokyo Real Estate Man, and you'll see here that where we are is in, I guess the map's going to reset. Hopefully I'll remember where the apartment is we're going to be looking at here, but the map is going to reset here, and I'll keep talking to you, hoping that the internet is going to reset. And yes, it is. And the wedding chapel I used to work at down here was in a place called it's known as Motomachi. You can see here Yokohama Motomachi, and it was right here, right in front of the Motomachi Chukagai Eiki. Chukagai means Chinatown, and Motomachi means, like, moto is like hon, nihon no hon. It means, and machi means town, so it means kind of like base town. Moto merely means root or base, so it's kind of like the base, like, this is kind of really where the early Yokohama is established, right here in this area, or like at least. And if you come and walk down in sort of areas over here, you'll see all the beautiful buildings of the Meiji Restoration, and all their sort of, you see a lot of Victorian influences in the buildings here in this area of Yokohama. It's very, very beautiful if you're into just walking around and checking out architecture, and particularly in this area. And there's an area here known as Bashamichi, and it's really cool. This is where Yokohama Stadium is, right here, right near Kannai Station. This is the Minato Mirai-sen, which is the new sort of subway right there. And then Kannai Station is right in here, and that's on the JR Keihin Tohoku line. Okay, and that's the apartment we're going to look at here is over here. But I just wanted to show you here, there's some serious red pill down here in Motomachi, and let's just have a look. In fact, I was really surprised. I found a $6 million apartment, 6 million Canadian dollar apartment here in Motomachi. Is this the one right here? Yeah, this is the one here for 6,280,000 mon, and I did happen to open the listing right here, and there's a lot of important stuff for us to talk about with looking at this stuff here that's at the top of the market. This one here, six. I mean, I'm not saying that anyone, or if you are interested in buying this and you're looking for representation, me and Nakamura at this price are very flexible. But what happens with this sort of top end, and this building was built in 2023, in a lot of the older buildings and old builds and stuff like that, the inflation price and everything kind of hasn't worked its way into the pricing of the units in some way. I believe that all the because this one is going for $6 million, I think a lot of the apartments around here are over time going to go up in value. I really sincerely believe that. But that's not like that sort of price change or price correction is going to take time. Okay, but for a new unit and just collecting the commodities, the labor, gathering the land, you just can't hide the inflation right now. It's just too immediate right now because this was built 2 years ago. And anyhow, this is, of course, this unit here is facing south, and we'll just have a look at it. It's a 112 meter unit, and I think it's going to be this a brand new building built in 2023, and this one is going to be it's basically overlooking the bay, and it's got all that beautiful vertical clearance. There's nothing going to be in the way. You're going to have beautiful vitamin D combined with your natto, as I always say, so you can have really healthy, and it's right by the beach, and it's a brand new build, steel concrete building. Yeah, it's everything. It's just it's basically perfection in a vertical apartment here in Yokohama. This is even better in Yokohama. This is Minato Mirai, or Motomachi Chukagai, and yeah, there you go. It's just it's perfection. And it's $6 million. And what do we see? That place in Akasaka that was, or not Akasaka, Toranomon, or the Azabu Hills. We saw the apartment, the very same size as this one, was going for, what was it, 18 million Canadian, or like 17 million. So Yokohama, on a baseline level right now, is about 1/3 the price of Tokyo, and it's pretty accurately reflected, because this, I think, is the 16th floor, and that one for sale in Akasaka, I keep saying Akasaka, but that Toranomon Hills development was 17 million, so basically 1/3 the price. So interesting. Anyhow, you see all the new style sort of probably Amazon boxes and everything like that. Anyhow, we'll get off that listing, but I just saw that one piece of red pill here. We'll come back here to the map, and then I think that was basically the top end of the market. What was this one here? This one is for 3.6 million, 133 meters, and then I wonder when this one here was 64 at 1.2 million. I think that's the same building. It would be an interesting exercise to quickly see when this is built. I'm going to guess that this building was built right here in 2010, for example. Let's see if I'm right. I could be right or wrong. 2003, so a little bit before that. But yeah, you see what I mean? Like over time, this it's just that will this. I don't know the connection. Like, I guess there is a premium on having those sort of new apartments. So that one is 2023, and it's double the price of this one, and this one is double the size, and it's on the 10th floor. So in a way, is a better deal, but it's 20 years older. So I don't know what to make of that. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But maybe that $6 million unit will go down in price, and this one will go up in price, and at one point they'll meet in the middle, for example. I don't know how to make sense of it, but in the new units, what I'm saying right now is you can't really hide the inflation price. This looks to be a better unit to me in a lot of ways, but I guess it isn't 2025. When you look at it, it is sort of a dated unit. It doesn't look 2025, but again, same location, overlooking this is Yamashita Koen, or Yamashita Park. A very nice park if you're in Yokohama. It's a very nice place to go for a stroll. Yeah, it's definitely like a 2003 end of the lost decade sort of style, you can see. Anyway, that's a look at the very top end of the market, but we're going to seesaw on you here. And I'm gonna go right to the very bottom of the market here. Now, other things I could talk about. Any of the stuff that we're looking here, I've taken all the rental stock off the market. Okay, so anything we're looking at here would be open for end users. Of course, we're also looking here. This is Shoryuken, which indicates that it's ownership. It's interesting. I just want to click this for a second. This is the top floor, Saijokai, and I'm wondering how much supply is going to be of that if we click that, which is probably going to be much less. And we click that there, and we can see that there's it says there's 10 units here in the map that are top floor. I guess that one red pill one that we looked at was there, and this one here is on the top floor. This is going to be probably in the like the 550s, I guess, for a 44 meter unit. But yeah, let's get rid of this. I mean, that's nothing. And then anything else we can look at. This is interesting that there's because there's so much pets now in Japan that there's 56 units here in a total of 119 where having a pet, and it means sold on discussable, right? And here is parking, for example, which places have parking. And Yokohama doesn't really have the same parking stress, I think, that Tokyo or central Tokyo has. Definitely like a lot of parking stress. It's just difficult to find if you don't get it. Anyhow, this is the unit we're going to look at. That's right here, right near the stadium. And there's a really long park here that I've often thought was underneath the park was a river. And just a lot of parks in Japan where there was a stream there originally, and then in the 70s or the 60s and the 70s, these were covered up basically put a storm drain into the river system right there for drainage, and then over top of that they built these sort of park systems. Anyway, we'll come here to the listing, which I believe was right here, and I have this listing doubled up because this one particular this is the price of the listing right there. And it's called Monarch, or Monarch. That would be called as Monarch. And this is like Issei-saki, Monarch. And that's Issei-saki is the neighborhood. And this one's on the 4th floor. This one had a better building picture in the listing. And the one next door to it has actually better internal pictures of the listing, so I've doubled them up a little bit. You can see it's a nice building though, built in 1981, and this unit was on the 4th floor. So I'm guessing that it might be, if we come back to that picture there, 1, 2, 3, 4, so right there, and it would just be over these trees right there. Anyhow, that's nice. And there's nothing in front of this building, was what I really liked. I like the price right there for 29 units, 29 meters, so basically a unit. Usually it's difficult to get financing for under 30 meters, but I think at 29 you could probably find a bank that would give it to you. Anyhow, there we are right there. It's got that sort of first or second wave tile sort of building. It looks like the Lions Mountain, like that. We'll come over here to the this was the listing that had, or the picture. This is the same listing right here, okay, but it had better internal pictures. So we'll go through the internal pictures on this one listing right here, and this is it right here. I mean, it's nothing, but this is totally nothing special, okay, but it's 1/30th the price to be in this neighborhood is that one that was $6 million or $6.2 million. So it's 1/30th the price. And I'm trying to look at stuff also for you people that don't live in Japan and you're looking for your visa stuff. I mean, this is pretty no-brainer stuff in a way. Like, well, just you could buy like this unit, okay? And I don't think you have to really stress over your visa, for example, because this would be like 80,000 or like 90,000 US dollars. Okay, we're not looking at like a huge amount of money, but you're still in a really good neighborhood, great building, and you could like, for example, if your plan failed to get your visa, right, you still could sell this unit because it's still in Yokohama in a popular neighborhood, okay, near the Yokohama Stadium right there. Anyhow, that's the kitchen, and it looked pretty nice. Nothing in here needs to be done either. That's why I liked it. There nothing needs to be done. Like, in the people that were previously living here, you can see there's no closet here in the Genkan. Okay, they're just hanging their coat here on the coat rack, and that's good too. That's just fine. And like this unit bath here, it looks to be pretty good to me. You could maybe get a bidet or a washlet, and put it on there, and that would be one way. And you don't even have to get the electrical. You can just get the cold water. Like here in my apartment in Vancouver, I brought out a cold water washlet from Tokyo, and I installed it here. You could install the cold water one there, and then you don't need any electrical to heat up any of the water or anything like that. You just have to sort of when it's washing your backside there, it's just going to be cold. Okay, anyway, this doesn't look like there's anything wrong with this at all to me, by the way, and this does not need to be replaced. It's fine. That's your laundry hookups right there. Okay, and then anyway, we'll come down here to the details at the very bottom, the details of the listing right here, and you see that it's really really well placed. It's right here in the middle of Yokohama. Okay, Isen 350 man, 1,350 man. Okay, this here is the management fee here. Here's a repair fund fee. Total of about 160 Canadian a month. This is Shogyo Chiki, which means it's commercial. This building is in a commercial area. Okay, so you could have an office, for example. It's legal for you to have this as an office. You could conduct business without any permission from the building. But everyone can. This is my apartment here in Vancouver, and I'm conducting like a YouTube video in it. The idea of everyone's working remote now. Anyway, one room, this of course is one room, 29 meters, and it said there's no balcony, but when I looked at the pictures here, it looked like there was a balcony. When we look at there, is that not a balcony there at the end? And when I looked at here, the Madore here, it showed there was a balcony right here. So like that little detail part of the listing is wrong. Okay, and we'll come down here to the Joho, and which means information, Joho, by the way. Fourth floor of 10, of course, with a reinforced concrete building built 1981. Shoryuken. This is a self-managed building. Okay, so the manager would change every year, and some people think that's a good thing. I have an apartment in one building where the manager has been the manager for many years, and he's almost like a bit of a dictator. How can you say, like dokusai no kanrin nihongo, and that means like he's this like dictator manager in the building, and he just owns one apartment. The apartment that I own, the building, is twice the size of his, but I have to be careful because he's the manager around him. But like a lot of people might think the same as I'm just like, you just own one little unit in this apartment, man, like, and you've been the manager for years, and then why are you like dictating everything? But so some people like, well, what my point of that is this one here means meikai or mawarikai. I think it's meikai or mawarikai. This means the management changes, which is actually a good thing, because what happens, like in that one particular building, you have the dokusai no kanrin, or the dictator manager in the building, and by switching the chair, or you'd say like isu in Japanese, isu, the chairperson every year, that is a system to avoid that sort of trouble. But like in that one building, no one wants to be the manager, so he's always the manager, and then he thinks that everyone wants him to be the manager, but he's reading it wrong. No one wants the job, but then what happened? He just sort of is very abusive, especially to the cleaning staff of the building. And I love the cleaners. I love to have them on your side. And I used to be a building manager, so and not the manager. I was the building manager and maintenance person of a Shibuya building, and then I would just deal. And I did own one of the units in the building, and then but I was, I guess, under, like, I wasn't me that was the manager, let's say, in charge of everything. I was just in charge of cleaning the building and being the manager. And I always felt that one other building I was just referring to, with the dokusai kanrin, or the dictator kanrin, sometimes he would be pretty rude to the cleaners and stuff like that. And I was a cleaner of another building down the street, so I'd be sometimes like, I'd be a little angry about that. Anyway, that's a little personal story here for the Tokyo Real Estate Man. This is the house right here, and this is great how we can expand these maps right here on the new page right now. And I will go here to the satellite map, and from the satellite map you can see the Did I click it? Tokyo Real Estate Man, get with it. Okay. And then you can see right here, we'll come in closer because it's not really picking it up very well. But when we come in closer, you can see that there's a lot of volume here in this neighborhood. And if redevelopment was ever going to come like it was here, I'm not sure what this is, but it looks like to be a hotel. It's in the perfect corridor for where redevelopment happens, not in the back. Where the redevelopment or the big stuff happens is here in the front. I'm not saying it's going to come here to this building. That's what I'm not saying here at all. Like, I'm not saying that at all. But you could get lucky given its sort of placement. And this is really cool right here. This sort of park that's right in front of the building, and we'll come in closer right there, and then you can see, and it's a really nice park. Like, there's a road here and a road here, and there's a park that goes up down here, right down the middle, and it's a very, very nice environment. Yeah, and we'll come here. We got the Google Maps Golden Guy. Can I block them down there? Does that work if I do that? And I've never done it with. I've usually done it always when there's a map there. We'll see in a second, Tokyo Real Estate Man. And I've actually placed us right into the park. And is that not the building, or is it? Oh, yeah, that's the building. I'm right. So one. I'm guessing the ground wasn't one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's either going to be there or there. And it's it's just right in front of this park. And this road here, which is busy. It's not too busy though. And you can see this is probably in late November right there. The leaves are falling and the grass is is a little brown. I could be wrong. Could be September as well. I don't know. No, the leaves are falling. That's going to be like October. Anyway, very, very nice. It's a really nice environment. Really nice price. Can we go over there? Does it bring me over there? Yeah, and that lets you know. Yeah, you can see there's young people, or like looks to be like, I'm going to guess, like a 28-year-old. No, these are young. These are even younger. Like, they're in their 20s. And then there's a person like me and my wife. Maybe it's a little bit older, me and my wife right there. And she's got her parasol out. This looks to be probably in the summertime. You can see too, like the sun is hitting here probably from, this is probably like almost like west or south facing, and the sun is hitting directly right there. This is the street. There's a geisha, for all you people. Geisha is the word, Japanese word. Oh, what do we have here, fans of the channel? We have most popular van in the world. We have the Toyota Hiace. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. This van is amazing. I've been trying to buy one this week, man. It's just like, these are just like rock. Try negotiating with a dealership to buy one of these things, man. They just know their value, and they do not negotiate when they have a nice Hiace for sale. Anyhow, that is a look here at this one right here. We could come back here to the map for a second. Come off the picture. We'll come off here to the map, and we could look at some when we come down here to the map. I did want to look at the sort of placement in relation to like Yokohama Stadium. We did use that video as a base, but there's like Yokohama Station right there. That's Yamashita Park right there. So this says here at the bottom, about 1 centimeter is about 100 meters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, half a kilometer to there, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1 kilometer to there. So let's say 1,300 meters here to the beach, and then back here is going to be more Yokohama Station way. This is Minato Mirai down here. This is Sakuragicho Station, and then like Yokohama Station is like right in here. Shintakushimaya. Here's the Nissan headquarters. If you've ever been there, the Nissan, they got a really cool head office right there. It's a really cool place to go there. They have all their concept cars and stuff like that. Cool. Yeah, so there you see the placement of where it is in Yokohama. A couple other things we could look at when looking at here at this listing is this data down here, which is really neat. Looking at stuff that's these are like when you come here, it says these are the averages for Yokohama. So the everything average, the everything that says subete means, which means all. Subete. This the all average of Yokohama for apartments right now is 4,500 man. Okay, 4,500 man. Okay, when you come up here to the top end of the market for 4 LDK or 3 LDK, you're looking to be around $700,000 average, and there's stuff over top of it and there's stuff underneath it. So this being a a 1K or a one room. You see that this place was placed at 130. This is a little bit underneath the average. There's 105 of these units for sale in Yokohama right now. Total for apartments in Yokohama right now is 516, I guess, or this area of Yokohama, for example. It just gives you the sort of price for a 2DK. The average price right now in Yokohama is going to be 500 or 530,000, and when you step up here into the 3LDK, 4DK range, you're looking at 600,000. I don't know. That to me is like pretty realistic, like good pricing. It might not be the sort of junk sort of homes in the middle of nowhere, but like this is right in the middle of Yokohama. These average things that you're looking at is very, very important data that you need to learn how to use. So okay, that the biggest portion if you want to learn how to use this data correctly, okay, the most important portion of the Yokohama real estate sector right there is right there, right where it comes to 146, because this is the 30-year-olds and the 40-year-olds. Unfortunately, it's not me. I wish it was. This is the group that's paying the most, or the largest group. So if you were to get a 2DK to a 3DK, or it's going to be probably a 2LDK, right, in the $500,000 range, that's where the apartment that you're going to have is going to likely be the most liquid, right here at this sort of area, and probably here coming into the 3LDK. So in this sort of area is the most sort of liquid area. This is really great data that this site is giving us. It's giving you like red pill plus. It's like it's showing you the red pill on the map, but then not only that, it's showing you like how to read averages in the smartest way, and by comparing the price average to the number, you can see the distribution. You can see that the number, like when you buy this kind of smaller unit, it might be a little less liquid, for example, than this one. I don't know. You have to interpret the data onto your own lifestyle. I can't interpret the data necessarily for you, okay? I can't, okay? But you have to interpret this data in ways that are going to help you. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. Anyhow, where else we going to go? I want to always do here, not to forget, I want to do like this loan simulation here stuff too, because like this was really the reason I started this channel about 15 years ago, or whenever I started it, when I was just making stupid videos. At that time, I was really in the middle of living my Tokyo years with my family, and I just wanted to I thought that I had really done pretty well in Tokyo, and I thought that I wanted obviously to have like a real estate sales and like I do here as a real estate person, but I also thought that this channel could be a good way for showing people how to get ahead in Tokyo. And these numbers, you can already tell they work. Yeah, right away. So if you're coming from inside the domestic market and you need financing, you're working in Yokohama right now, okay, I'm hoping to God that your paperwork is in order, okay? So and then you put a down payment of 300 or 30,000 Canadian dollars on this one, and you finance it. Let's figure it out using the 35 flat, because that's a really good one. 0.85 right now. I landed it on there, 0.85 for the first 6 years of the loan. And you're living in this apartment, okay, in Yokohama for 450 Canadian a month. This is numbers that are just unbelievable to Canadian people, okay? Drag, this is the drag though. You will have a drag of $200 a month, but you will also have a equity portion or a savings portion of your loan of $250 a month. So you have an effective sort of way to live in Japan where you're saving money. The numbers work. The one thing is about the 35 flat though, after the first 6 years it does jump up to 1.85% right there. But then what's happening with this, you've captured the rate, and any sort of fluctuation with currencies and stuff like that in terms of whatever the big powers are going to do when it comes to deciding debt and everything like this is not going to affect you. Okay, so your largest your payment is going to be on here over the next 35 years is $500 a month. It's a no-brainer. It works. The numbers work, and that's where they work. That's why I'm bringing this stuff up. That's why I started the channel. I'll come back here. Good way to end it on the baseball game here before my little commercial that I always have here at the end, which is if you're interested in an apartment, this apartment, you can contact me. We can get it for you. You're coming from the outside, you would need nothing but you'd need another $10,000 basically in closing costs to make it work. If you want to get a hold of me, this is great, by the way. I just can't, like, it's a great video this person made. I wonder what it's like when they push the video up a little bit further up here. If it take it, yeah, let's see those fireworks as the game sort of starts. It's just wonderful. I just think it's just wonderful. You can always the commercial, continuing the commercial. I'm sorry about that. You're interested in an apartment here in Japan, you can always come here to my Instagram. It's a great way of getting a hold of me. Oh, I think I just X'd it out. This is a car I'm probably looking at on Goo. I'm sorry about that. I think I hit the X on that one. That's probably a high ace. Probably a high ace with a dealership who doesn't like negotiating. Yeah. Anyway, this is my website. TokyoRealEstateMan.website. Two ways of getting a hold of me. I do have an email here. The email's at the top, but the email is also here. If you hit the contact box, it always comes down here to this information. Here's my email now, bjmccullough@yahoo.com. いつもこのチャンネル見ている皆様ありがとうございます。今日の矛盾 yes, 矛盾 that was the word at the beginning, man. That means contradiction. 東京リアルエステートマン、今日矛盾だから横浜の動画できました。もうこの動画でここでもう終わりです。いつもありがとう。失礼します。